Are you a designer or small agency owner and you feel stuck in a cycle of seemingly endless revisions, unhappy clients, and small budgets? Do you feel more and more like a cog in a machine, treated like a commodity, or just not the valued partner to your clients you want to be? If that sounds like you, it's time to level up your game. And you can do it with Core Discovery. What's Core Discovery? Core Discovery is the program that thousands of designers around the world have taken to help them become business-grade designers. Designers who are facilitators, problem solvers, designers who think strategically, and who have earned the status to be trusted and invaluable partners to their clients. If that sounds like something that appeals to you, keep watching. I'm Jose Caballer. I am a designer, brand strategist, and creative director. I've worked around the world at global agencies and boutique firms doing design and strategy for the biggest brands out there. My work's helped guide startups to raise hundreds of millions of dollars and to exits totaling more than $1 billion. I'm also an educator, and I developed Core Discovery. I was motivated to develop Core to help designers globally learn the business of design, to help them learn to harness these powerful tools and valuable skills, and to avoid a lot of the challenges I ran into starting my own design practice. How effective is Core Discovery? I use the same framework I teach in Core to develop deep and meaningful client relationships at the firm I co-founded, The Group. We used it to deliver superior work for our clients and to grow annual revenues 20x in 3 years. We went from $250,000 to more than $5 million in revenue, landing us in the Inc. 500's list of the fastest growing companies in the US. This is the exact framework I use to work with the countless global brands and startups I mentioned earlier. So let me share a little bit about how Core will help you get out of that rut I talked about. That seemingly endless cycle of revision after revision for your clients, and the challenge of trying to increase your fees to raise more representative of the true value of what you do. Just imagine if you could take more control of your projects, work more closely with your clients, become indispensable, deliver higher quality work, and earn a better living for you and your family. Seems pretty good. But what might be holding you back? Sometimes it's that lizard brain talking in your head, telling you you're a creative, you're an illustrator, you're a photographer, you're a motion graphics designer. You're not a strategist, you're not a business person. Or it might be telling you you're an introvert, you're not cut out to lead a discussion or take charge of a room. Or you might lack the confidence because you've never worked at a company or at a large agency or at a consultancy, and you don't even know where to start. Core was developed to help you with all of that, to make you into a business-grade designer, to make you into a strategic leader, not just an order taker. You're going to learn to facilitate conversations and work sessions that align teams and help you understand a client's customers while defining your client's brand and their business priorities. You're going to identify and develop empathy for your client's pain points, and you're going to make your clients rave about you. To help illustrate more about how Core works, I want to share with you why it works. It really comes down to 3 things. 1, fast alignment. 2, participation. And 3, clarity and focus. To show you the importance and the value of these 3 things, I want to share some quick stories with you, starting with alignment. Getting everyone involved, the stakeholders, on the same page, bringing focus to the problem you're helping them solve by understanding their customers, their brand, and their business. This can be a serious pain. Corporate executives, small and medium-sized business owners, and startup founders can have the worst ADD out there. The work my team did with Intuit is a story that is a great example of alignment. My team worked with Intuit to move its essential sales tracking platform Paymaster into software development. Intuit needed to get a clear definition of the platform's user experience and features. This was a big deal for them. Getting this platform live would translate into vastly increased productivity and more accurate tracking of billions of dollars of software sales and commissions. And we did it. With all the stakeholders in the room, we did Core and defined the user experience in a 1-day work session. And here's another story about our work for another great client, EO Products, and an example of participation. EO Products is a company that specializes in wellness products. made with essential oils. We needed to redesign the identity for their star product line, which was responsible for a big majority of their annual revenue. This was a pretty high stakes endeavor. If we don't get it right, they could lose sales. And just like at Intuit, at EO, all the stakeholders were in the room, and they're not there as an audience. They're there to participate. And when you're facilitating and they're doing the work, they own the decisions. Again, we did core, and directly connected to that, we did identity work and redesigned their packaging. They loved it, and it worked. With the new identity and packaging design on their star product line, they're now in more stores, and they have grown their audience and their annual revenues to nearly $80 million. And last story, this one about clarity and focus. This one really shows how leading an exercise to set goals and priorities gives you the momentum you need to move forward. I worked with OneDrop, a health platform for patients with diabetes. We did core discovery, we did identity, and we set goals and priorities that directly informed the launch roadmap. All of this went on to help them raise more than $100 million, launch a great product, and build a community of nearly 2 million subscribers. I love sharing stories like this because they really illustrate how these fundamentals of fast alignment, participation, and clarity and focus impact projects and organizations, and why core works. Okay, but how are you going to learn the core framework? When you sign up for core, you're going to learn all the fundamentals. And crucially, you're going to develop and sharpen your ability to put those fundamentals to use. You'll know the frameworks and tools that'll help you engage in and facilitate the kind of work sessions and activities to get it done. We do it through the honing of 5 skills. With the first skill, you're going to become a more confident facilitator. How? By giving you techniques to prepare you, and in turn reduce stress, command the room, and get people engaged and talking. In skill 2, you're going to learn how to align stakeholders. The impact of this is invaluable. It's going to provide the clarity, efficiency, and agreements that directly power your momentum forward. With skill 3, you'll develop techniques to gain a much deeper understanding of your client's brand and their business. This is going to help you really know your client, and it's going to reduce the back and forth with your client and revisions during the design process. In skill 4, you learn to define and focus project deliverables. Like the third skill, it's going to reduce back and forth with your client, but here, by establishing a more defined and focused project plan moving forward. On top of that, skill 4 facilitates a rationalized and focused set of priorities, providing a fuller picture of the project, and often that's going to include follow-up work. With skill 5, you're going to learn techniques that build on the first 4 skills to deliver the right design direction every time. Altogether, when you put these skills in the core framework into use, you're going to make your clients happier as you transform yourself into the trusted, valued partner you're looking to be. And as you level up, as you build a greater command of the core framework through practice and repetition, you'll increase your value to your clients. You're going to become an indispensable partner to them, get more work, and make more money. So we've covered why core works and the skills you'll learn in the core program. But what exactly can you use it for? One common way to use core is on brand identities, like we did with EO products to help grow their annual sales to nearly $80 million. And of course, you can use it to design user experiences and user interfaces like we did with the software company Intuit and their Paymaster platform. The core framework can be leveraged to guide the design and development of products as we did with startups like Zimbula, OneDrop, Music.com, and New Atlantis DAO, or at the Web3 incubator Consensus. Around the globe, the core framework has been used by small and medium-sized businesses, big media and tech companies, TV shows, churches, Web3 companies, Airbnb businesses, fashion and apparel firms, design agencies, software development agencies, marketing and advertising firms, in manufacturing, for personal brands, nonprofits, in education and government, Burning Man camps, and tons more. One core program graduate even used it to plan their wedding. Really, core discovery is valuable anywhere brand, audience, and business objectives intersect around problems businesses are looking to solve and goals they want to achieve. But will core work for you? What I teach in core has worked for tens of thousands of designers around the world. They've used it to become more effective, gain trust, and become more valued. Core discovery has helped them raise their game, to engage and communicate with their clients in ways they didn't think possible. You can learn more about core discovery below, and if you're ready to enroll, hit that buy button now. I hope you'll join the community of more than 30,000 creatives around the world who have taken my classes on their journey to becoming business-grade designers. If you have questions or just want to connect, hit me up on my socials. Much love.